members of the OPC who carried out this operation were arrested by the police instead of appreciating them. And a lot of people are seriously worried. What's the update? Have they been released? And what has been the relationship between OPC and police since then? Is it back to cordial, or are you still trying to work things again?
Our member that arrested Wakili and 3 suspects, they hand over them to the police, and the police detained them immediately. And they took them to Yagonku. After 3 days, with pressure, they give them bail. And they ask them to come next Monday. On getting there, they detain them again. They have to charge them. They charge them murder, arson, robbery, beloved, a lot of draconian charges. And Wakili, who happened to be the prime suspect, who have involved in various atrocities in Ibarapa for the past 6 years, was given some light charges. And I spoke with the Deputy Commissioner of Police, and the Commissioner of Police said that during the operation, 1 person died. And I asked myself that anybody living with criminal is a criminal. It's an accomplice to that crime. If I saw somebody who's a kidnapper, and I'm living with the kidnapper, definitely, if I'm not conniving with him, I'm an accomplice to that crime. So for police now thought that if you want to arrest somebody of that magnitude, who have committed a lot of atrocity, killing, maiming of people in the Ibarapa area, that in the process of apprehending that person, a person have an attack in that place. You now charge that the brave people who apprehended Wakili on the basis of murder. I said, where are we going in this country? And it gives us a mindset to foreclose there is no solution to crime factor in this country. And give us an impression that no serious-minded will support Nigerian police in fighting criminal. And it gives us an impression that the security agencies is not ready to protect life and property of Nigerians as citizens. And it gives us an impression that we're in trouble if we don't take our destiny into our hand. And it gave us another impression that we're in trouble if we are not ready to prepare on the basis of self-defense to defend our life and property. Because what happened in Oyo State by the Commissioner of Police is a very bad precedent to crime fighter in this country. It goes beyond the Southwest region, because it's a case that being popular to global interest. So what happened in Oyo State Police Command with the OPC, I've said, is psychologically signal to the entire people that normally support the security agencies about fighting crime. And we have registered it in our mind that there's a limit we will do to assist the Nigerian police in our own ends. Because what happened, if the IG did not call the CP into order, it will even affect his tenure, who as an IG in Abuja, because a lot of people were not ready to support the police and security. And then it will empower criminals to do more. That tactically security agency are in support of what they are doing wrongly. And don't forget the issue of herdsmen is just about 25 to 30% of the criminal situation we have in this country. We have the issue of courtesan, we have the issue of robbery, we have the issue of theft, we have the issue of ritualists, wicked ritualists. So there's many categories of crime in our society. So for police to do that, no. It's a bad omen for Nigerian police.
But has that been resolved as so far?
There's nothing you can resolve. They have been taken to court. The issue is in court already. The 3 guys are languishing in Oyo prison.
Till now?
Till now. So it's remained the legal battle. But we are not raffle, because what they are planning to do is to demoralize us. What they are trying to do is that to create fear to the mind of our members that we should not protect our people. But I can assure you, OPC will always be an OPC. Even the operation was done by the Ibarapa OPC, without even our own monitoring in the central form. But when they came, they gave us the details as a leader. So definitely, we have our structure all over Yoruba land. Because if you don't protect your family, it will bounce on you. Apart from being a member of OPC, even though not becoming an OPC, it's a duty of any human being and citizen to defend themselves in the time of need. And even in the law, there is room for self-defense. When a criminal comes to your house, you need self-defense to protect yourself. When you call the police, if the police are not responding.
On security and Southwest, this particular development, for instance, has made a lot of people to begin to ask questions again. But we have Amotekun. How come Amotekun were they not given the permission to go into the bush and get Wakili?
They are trying their best. I was one of the people that encouraged Amotekun. So definitely, Amotekun will be boosting gradually. Don't forget that the National Security Advisor did not allow them to carry arms. How can you confront criminal in the bush without carrying arms?
When the criminals are armed?
Well, arms. Some of them have submachine. Some of them have rocket launcher. And a lot of Kalashnikov and AK-47 in their hand. And a lot of ammunitions. So definitely, the federal government is trying to frustrate Amotekun. And you are frustrating Amotekun and you are getting a bad image. You are frustrating a local security and your government is having a bad image and you are scaring away investors. And you keep on borrowing money externally. You keep on bringing a harsh policy to raise money to survive as a government. And you are discouraging an investor that's supposed to bring money to come and invest in your country. And invest in your country and create job opportunity, and you get a task to run your government. When you impose nonchalant attitude to security, there is no way that government can grow. There is no way that government can succeed. There is no way there can be a cohesion in your tenure as a governance. There is no way you can encourage any good thing to happen in that government, because the first priority of any governance is security. Look at what happened to the governor of Benue State. If a whole governor of Benue State is not safe, what of we?
Ordinary citizen.
What of we? A governor is entitled to about 30 policemen, about 10 SSS, about 8 or 10 civil defense. The governor is even entitled to some mix of militaries. So when you are not safe, who else will be safe in the country? After president, after vice president, the person that have a security apparatus to guide them is the governor. So it's something that will generate reaction for another 3 months. Because your own zone in Benue State is not Borno State. Borno State, we know that the Boko Haram have taken over about 50% of Borno State. So your own will generate reaction, discussion for another 2-3 months. Because it's not a war zone. You just have a pocket of crisis in your state. That S-men is disturbing a farmer, disturbing community, not to the extent that a whole governor is going to your own farm and they chase you away. You said it that about you run for one kilometer.
5 kilometers.
So definitely, people have to have fear. And people will now have the mindset, are we safe if the governor is not safe?